All right, Forex junkies. This is Sydney Guajardo coming to you live from San Antonio, Texas, and we are trading places. We're going to cut it short a little bit today. We're going to go over the trend. We're probably not going to look for any trades today, with it being Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everybody, and let's see what we can do today, just to kind of get things started for the week. Let's go to the King Solomon here, and let's get started. Make sure we're on the right trade pair. All right. Okay. Okay, let's see where this is at. New trend started going down. It's at 1704.10. Let's see. Well, looks like gold's gonna go short this week, so let's pay attention. So I'll put that on here today. Okay, let's go to the next one, US 30. I won't call the trend on this one. This one just looks too crazy. I mean, slippery fish, right? But they're finished off a little stronger. Who knows with the, excuse me, who knows with the close of business on Friday what's going to happen, but it definitely was an uptrend here. Let's check it out. Let's go to the next one, Euro 30. Euro dollar. It's kind of consolidating here, but it may look to go up, so I'm not going to call anything here. Let's go to dollar yen. This one looks like it's going to trend up along when 480 turns, and it sure did. The indicator did good. Good job. Good job, King Solomon. So let's put our little marker here where the money is, right there. And I like it long as well when 480 turns. Okay, let's go to Euro JPY. We were right again. We called it long on Friday morning. It went long right about there. Here's my signal. Perfect deal. We are 2 for 2. There's a Taco Tuesday and there's a 2 for Tuesday. And I'm going to go along on this one as well, because King Solomon said. Okay, next one, Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar. Kind of no agreement here. You do have an uptrend right here. Whoops. Right about there. But outside of that, it looks like a trend change, but the general direction is up. It looks like there's no agreement here. I'll just put no agreement. Pound dollar. Check those alerts. Little trend change. Kind of had a little. Nope. Oops, sorry, wrong one. There's all my little alerts here. I think this can continue to go long. Next trade, dollar Swiss. What I'll do on this one is I'll do no agreement. Let's go to pound Swiss. I'm going to start marking where the money is on all of them from now on. That's a good idea. Now I'll just put no agreement on this one either. Okay. Next trade is Aussie dollar yen. You have the money on this side of the sidewalk. Looks like it wants to come down, but that could be a direct reflection of this last candle where it closed out business here. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna say it's gonna. I like the trend here. I don't know. This is. Let's wait for Monday morning. So let me see here. CAD yen. Kind of the same thing with this yen trade as well. I see an upward trend. Kind of looks like it may be going to consolidation. You see the indicator kind of shortening or softening a little bit. I like the trend going up for sure. Definitely like that. We are approaching a new high. It looks like it. Let me put a line on here real quick. See where we're at. Well, it got some room, so we've got some room here. What do we see here? What do we see? What do we see? I don't like it. I'm gonna just go with no agreement. Let's go Swiss yen. So kind of did the same thing, didn't it? I don't know. Let's take a look at it here. Did anybody barbecue today? Old San Antonio weather was hot. I'm telling you. It still is. It's well over 90 right now. I'm gonna go. Okay. Let's go to Euro, Aussie dollar. Boy, this one's exactly the opposite direction, huh? Look at this. It started way back here. It's been a week right there. Pretty good. Still looks like in a downward trend. Let's put a line here. Just trying to figure out what's going on. It's really hard to figure things out on Sunday night, but you know, it's good to get the week started with looking at trend to see what general direction things are going. It's starting to turn up a little bit. This is odd. You never want to trade against the trend, so I'm just going to put no agreement here. Let's go to Euro. This one should be low as well. Should be going south. There's actually an indicator to go long. I wouldn't have done that. You're definitely going long on this one. You're going to be fighting an uphill battle. The general direction is short. It's had some peaks and valleys up in here. Real big one here when the consolidation went up. Came down here. I'm going to continue trend short, no indicators. Let's go to pound yen. This one looks like a good one. Put indicators long. Okay. It's a pretty good time to do Forex, right? When everybody's doing their social distancing and everybody's on lockdown. You look on Facebook and everybody's kind of ignoring the the lockdown. It feels like everybody was just in timeout for 6 weeks. But anyway, let's go to New Zealand yen. The trend is definitely long for sure. Let's see. I'm going to put my line on here, see where we're at. What I like to do before we go long, I like to see if there's any new. Well, you've got some highs here. You've got a ways to go. I mean, we haven't been this high in a while. So let's kind of move back. Had to use the old style, go all the way back here. So before we call this long, let's wait till it bounces a little bit. This is kind of a little bit too high for me to take that call long, because it's really hovering very close to a high or a new high. We don't want to create new highs or predict them. Let's let them do that on their own. So let's just call this no agreement. Wait for a new high. Our trend to change. So we'll know what we're facing come up Monday morning. Let's see what happens. New Zealand dollar versus it's the Kiwi dollar. So let's put our money line, is what we call it, a money line. It's right here. And let's look at our trend. Looks like the money's been there before, so it may test. You may have some possible resistance lines here, here, and here. So just let's take a look at this long. Nothing to agree upon right now. I'm going to put no agreement. No agreement. Wait for new high or trend. Whoops. Or trend change. Okay. PM session. Okay, dollar CAD. This one, it's kind of weird. There's a gap here, right in the middle of the day. And the market just opened up a couple hours ago. Market stopped here or something. I don't know what happened. But you're definitely looking at a downward trend here. And I'm going to look for that signal. Look for a signal, then go short. That's what I'm going to do. Let's go to the next one. Aussie dollar CAD. Wow, look at all this movement here. It's very erratic. I mean, it just goes up and down in big movements. And this is a typical saying, we make our money between support and resistance. I mean, this isn't little consolidation here stuff. This is big movements. I mean, you get a little bit here. It just goes up, comes down, goes up again. This is beautiful. It's just hard to predict. So there's not really an agreement here. So we're going to, I mean, I guess the general direction of this trade is up. I mean, if we're going from here to here, there's some scary moments in there. Took some big ups and big downs. A lot of bearish and bullish candles here, but the direction is up. I mean, it went from 0.90200 to 0.91200. You know, that's 1,300 pips. No, 1,100 pips. That's big. So I'm gonna go to Aussie Kiwi. Wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's a nice, it's a big wick, a little doji. So it looks like this one, the trend is definitely changing from here to here. I really don't know. It's in consolidation right now. It's in the middle of the street. I'm going to put a little line where our money is. You always got to remember where the money is, right? Right there. Let's go to the next one, Euro, Canadian dollar. I like the fact that it's kind of at the bottom here. You know, it's right there. It's kind of been cruising along here the last few days. It's got a lot of real estate to go. Let's just wait for our next signal. You know what? It's a downward trend. I'm kind of mixed on this one, so there's no agreement. Let's just leave it that way. Okay, Euro Swiss. Kind of the same thing on this one. It's kind of cruising here at the bottom. It's made some swings up and down, doing the sideways dance here. Well, it looks like it wants to go up here, kind of, sort of, from this side of the street to the other. Well, there's no agreement. That's bottom line. There's just no agreement, right? I'm happy with that one. Euro Kiwi. Okay. You know, I like it long. Our indicators say it's going short, but that's because it just came off this huge bearish movement for the last week. And I don't know. Let me just take a quick look here. You know, I like the fact that it's at the bottom. And just because it's at the bottom doesn't mean that it's gonna bounce, you know. But I guarantee you we were at some pretty low lows there for a while. So I'm not gonna challenge that. What I know, just by common sense, what is down must come up, right? So there's no agreement right now. So let's just leave it at no agreement. I think we scraped together a few trades so far. Euro SEC. 5-3 session. That's the last time we looked at it long. Went long for a little bit. Look at that. And then it went straight in the gutter. Let's get rid of that. So the indicator was correct. But let me point the general direction for where the money is. Top of the yellow, top of the green. I think this has a lot of potential to go long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for indicator to go long. Okay. Let's go to the next one, guys. Pound Aussie dollar. It's got a nice little movement here. Let's kind of scroll this back a little bit. I'm going to erase this one and do it again. The general direction is short. Okay. It's kind of in consolidation. Verification's right there. It's in the middle of the street, consolidating. But let's wait for indicators to go long on this one. Wait for signal to go long. 5:10 p.m. session. Pound CAD. This general direction is also short. kind of in the middle of the street doing the sideways dance. Indicators are mixed. So what do we do on that? We say no agreement. Let's go to pound Swiss. Okay, so looks like no agreement. Pound. What are we doing, pound CAD? No agreement. Okay. I wonder why that happened over here too. Money's there, pound Swiss. There's no agreement on this. That's weird. There's no agreement on this one either. Pound NZD, it's the last trade for the day. Okay. There's no agreement, but it, looks like, well, doesn't look like anything. Looks like the trend is starting to change a little bit, but the general direction is short. Let's go ahead and look for indicators on the, I'm going to look for indicator to go long. That's just common sense here. All right, guys. That should do it for today. So we went over all the 28 trade pairs that we normally go through. We probably made decisions on maybe 10 or 12 of them of what I liked, and but that could all change overnight. There's not a lot of volume going into Monday. Forex just opened up about an hour and a half ago. So let's see what happens. I think it's going to be a great week. There was a lot of trades setting up for the week to go long, and it looks like they're setting up perfectly right now. It's going to be a lot of political news going on this week, a lot of bashing. Well, from here till the election, it's just going to be back and forth, which is it's great for Forex. The currencies definitely are affected by what's happening in political news, whether it's fake news or not. So this is all good stuff for us. So it's going to be a bumpy ride for the good for us. So it's not bad. But guys, we're hitting it hard. Our team is growing every single day. We have international students coming in. My broadcast will soon be not televised, but broadcasted with closed caption for whatever language you speak, and that's coming. I'm working on some indicators right now that are just unbelievably awesome. That you're gonna. Let me just introduce you to some of these indicators we have now. 1 second here. So okay, so this one here, this is the one I'm working on right now. I mean, I'm looking at it and I see some trades already starting to develop. I mean, just by looking at it. And what's going to end up happening, let me just give you a play-by-play. You leave your computer on, and the difference between the King Solomon, the Come and Take It, the Rochelle, and the where we go one, we go all, is that they all have charting systems that you can close them, and there is just one book. Well, the Moab alerts are going to have 4 books. They're going to include all 28 trade pairs that we commonly trade, the ones that I trade at least, and then we'll add some like crypto here shortly because we could trade crypto. I'm just trying to incorporate the indicators that we have, but you leave these indicators on, and as soon as there's a change in trend, you will get an email alert on your email. And since we trade with the trend, you just go look at the trade. You go look at the trade and take it if you like it. You're going to have maybe 20, 25 opportunities a day to go look at these trades to see if you want to take them. So we're doing our part here at Trading Places so that you can make money and better your life. The King Solomon is by far the best indicator known to man, and this is the one that I trade with. It has you can look at it up close, you can look at it long distance, but it's definitely the indicator you want on your side when you're an intraday trader. The Come and Take It is a charting book. It's all this is just a charting system, and all these indicators come with a quote board. Let me show you what that is. So when you're stumbling around looking for trades, you can open your quote board like this, or you can just leave it down there and go start from the top and just start and go to you can't see it right now, but you can go to your arrow key with your left hand and just scroll through the trades, the trade pairs. Isn't that nice? Just go and go and go and go and go. I love this. This will definitely save you lots of time. This little tool right here will really be beneficial when you go to probably my all-time favorite indicator. One is because my genetic makeup really likes it. I get very frustrated. I don't know if it's a genetic makeup, but swing trading isn't for me. I know how to swing trade. I know how to do it. I know what to look for, but I want to see results quickly. And that's why my personality, that's the word I'm looking for. My personality really calls for the Rochelle indicator. And the Rochelle indicator is my favorite because it's for scalping. Like, look at this one here, this pound NZD. I'm going to go over some training videos on how to go over these indicators and how they work. And that will come shortly, but I'll be working that over this week, and I'll post them to our YouTube channel. But I'll show you to look for on these. These are really fast indicators, and they just change on a dime. So that's what you want. I'm a big. I'm always telling my students never trade against the trend, but we do it all the time with scalping because you're in and out of the trade, and I've been in and out of trade in 10 seconds. I've also been in the same scalping trade for, a couple of hours. So it ends up turning into like a technical analysis. That's why it's very important to trade with the trend. That's why I have these shorter indicators here, but I also have them paired up with, just to verify your trend. I have it set up with a 1 hour indicator, just so you can see what general direction it's going. And then we have the where we go one, we go all. This one here is designed for you to take trades long term. When I say long term, I mean 1 day, 3 days, 5 days. And so you need to see what general direction it's going. So it's pretty neat. I like it a lot. So I am working on one right now, and I'm kind of tossing in the air what I should name it. This one is going to be an awesome indicator, and I'm thinking about calling it the Enola Gay. That is the plane that was carrying the atomic bomb that ended the World War II, and it was carrying the bomb Fat Man and Little Boy. But it's part of American history, or this is part of American history, but I love history. So this one, get you out of trouble with consolidation. That is the nemesis in Forex is consolidation, because there's no clue on when direction is going to change coming out of consolidation. So it's I love it. Love it. But I'm going to trade that today. And I always trade the Enola Gay with the 4 hour. If you have agreement on the 1 day and the 4 hour, it's probably a deal. So anyway, guys, I'm going to cut it short today. We usually go about an hour. Today is Mother's Day, and I have my bride and my firstborn daughter, Victoria, downstairs, and they're anxiously awaiting my arrival or re-arrival. We just been kind of hanging out all today. We ordered some, what's that place called? Cracker Barrel. I had some fried chicken with biscuits. Man, that was great. My wife really enjoyed that. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up today. And guys, be nice to people. Help when you can, because I'm a big believer of we're strictly on this planet to help people that can't help themselves. Guys, I love you, and my name is Sidney Guajardo, and I'm representing Trading Places. We'll see you tomorrow, bright and early, 8 a.m. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.